Well, CWill, otherwise known as Charles, is an artist, uh, lover, humanitarian, let's say caregiver, um, writer, just lover of life. And I don't know, each day, at least for me, myself, like a mantra is to be love and to share love. Because I do understand, at least for me, like what I give is also what I'm going to get back at the same time too. But what I do give is unconditional because it comes with no conditions. I don't have anything set up for it. Just naturally, just want to be in the flow of life and be able to share and be able to give back, and knowing that by doing that, it's mutual. And at the same point in time, that the growth being mutual, that I get to grow as well too, and seeing that within each other. So, very connected person. That's out of all those other little adjectives I might put out there, but just connected to the whole and the source, and realizing that as I am on this planet, that we all are here together to share and grow with each other. Bam. I started. I really want to say I started writing when I was in elementary school, but performance part, or even just spitting, like didn't have to do anything I wrote. I had a radio show in high school, my freshman year. So my roommate and I, we had like I think they gave us like the worst slot because it was like 7 o'clock in the morning. But we're freshmen, whatever. So that was the first time that's actually like being able to spit, put the stuff out there on air. And that was mostly off the head. Now the stuff that combined I wrote and then remembered or just went to read, that didn't happen until I got to Howard in DC. So, and then from there, I would say maybe about 4 years ago, out here is when I really started to get back and getting into it. Wow, my creative process. The best way to say about my creative process is you find chaos through order. And what I mean by that is that it's like there's no set way, it's just whatever I'm motivated by in that moment. There's times I might be sitting in the car and I'm like, oh, let me write something, or I might hear something. So whatever inspires me in that moment, really. And the nighttime. I notice that the later it gets, the more the creative juices start flowing. And then just for the fact that I know that I'm by myself and no distractions, I just get to be with me and be with my thoughts. So yeah, when that starts happening, better look out.
What advice?
You have to do what others won't do to get to where you want to be. So what that means writing continuously. That means reciting your stuff. Also finding different techniques, whether that's even changing your voice, also writing on different topics, that's going to other venues, that's also reading other poetry, that's watching other poets as well too, so you get the complete, you just want to be complete with everything. You want to be, for me, that's the advice I'd give. So you have to put that work in, put that grind in, because there's a lot of people that write and there's no knocking it, but obviously there's the little things that will separate you from the others. And it's not so much like this person's better or not, but knowing that the work that you put in there to get to that point. So that's the advice I would definitely give to any writer, any spoken word artist, or anything in life. You just got to put that time in and really invest in it. And then also, I think this is really big too, is that don't look for anybody's validation, because if you do that, you're going to be butthurt. You have to understand that your work is your work, your voice is your voice, and the fact that if you're doing it, do it, at least from what I'm saying for me, as a place of love. Because you may not, everybody in there may not dig your stuff, that's cool, but there may be one person in there that digs your stuff. So that connection that is made, and you don't know how you might inspire them as well too. So don't down yourself, just keep going out there, putting yourself out there and learn, because this is all experiential. Every time you spit, it's not going to be the same as the time you did before. Also, you never know what may happen. So yeah, learn different techniques, breathing techniques, NLP process. And that's just basically seeing yourself before you get out there, what that's gonna look like, put yourself in that mode. So there's a whole bubble to it.